a bigger voice after hearing the latest YMCA commercials. Eric Neal is on the air with us this morning. Eric, good morning.
How you doing, buddy?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Eric, it is the first of a year, and boy, folks need to jump on this deal from the YMCA quickly, huh? Membership.
That's right. Now through the 15th.
Yeah.
Get in here and get going. We want to see people get healthy.
Yeah. So tell me about the deal.
Well, now through the 15th, if you join the Y, we are waiving your initiation fee, which is anywhere from $75 to $99.
Nice.
Be a big fat zero.
Yeah. When you turn that much money into a zero, that's a pretty darn good deal indeed, and that's full benefits, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. So that's through the 15th. How do people get the deal?
Just show up. We try to make it easy. Just come on over and you get the deal.
I like it. I like it. Just walk in the door and the deal is yours. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, just come on over here and you get the deal and you can get started and we can help you achieve your New Year's resolutions and get healthy.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing. The money savings certainly is substantial and very nice. But it's the idea that here is a first-class facility getting you healthy, and now is the time to do this, right?
Well, for sure. And I'm sure that everybody in the world that does health and wellness has some sort of a deal right now, because this is the time of the year that people are looking, and everybody wants to be responsive to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the YMCA is unique in the fact that we can serve you whatever needs you have and support your family. So if you have a child and you need to work out and you obviously need somebody to watch your kid, we provide that service. There's no extra cost. If you're someone who wants to use the fitness equipment, I mean, we have as much as anybody, and it's all Matrix equipment. It's top notch. You're not going to find anything better. It's gorgeous equipment and lots of it. So come use whatever you want to use. We have all those things. We have a sauna. We have a steam room. We have a swimming pool. We have the basketball gym. We have all these other things. And then to help people who don't necessarily love going and working out in the fitness center, we've got nearly 100 classes. 50 to 65 of them are on land for all different ages and all different abilities in the morning, in the evening. And then we also have water exercise classes,
mm-hmm.
all of which is included in your membership. You don't pay anything extra for any of those. And you don't have to sign up for them. You just come and take them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the great thing. That's the really great thing about it. And then you've got other programs like Silver Sneakers and the Silver and Fit program, the Renew Active program. There's special deal for military members too, right?
Yes, if you're active military and you come in and fill the paperwork out, the military will pay for your membership.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, you bring the stuff over, we'll help you fill it out. You give it to your commanding officer, and they'll just take care of it for you.
The YMCA of Indiana County, that's a beautiful deal. All right, so some things coming up, too. You've got a parents' night out coming up. What's that about?
Yeah, we think that parents, they deserve an opportunity to go out and enjoy themselves and be able to put their kids someplace and not need to worry about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, not everybody, especially folks with little ones, they don't all have babysitters or dependable babysitters, especially on a Friday night. So, come here, bring your kids here, give us your kids for a few hours, and you go out and enjoy a night.
There you go. There you go. Very nice. Eric, do a lot of people use January? I assume they do. Do they use January as sort of their starting point for the year?
Yeah, it's a good reset. It's easy for people to kind of get off the wagon, for lack of a better term. The latter part of the year with Thanksgiving and Christmas being closed and the busyness of the holidays. And it seems like there's an awful lot of extra things going on in the evenings, November and December, and a lot of people work out after work. So it's really, really easy to just kind of mess your cycle and your routine up. And, January is a good reset for folks to say, hey, I'm going to get back on my routine, and I'm going to work out, whether it's 2 times a week or 3 times a week or more times than that if you're really ambitious. So they kind of look at that and say, all right, here we go. I'm going to recommit to this and get it going here the first week in January. And honestly, we get it. We know that people do that in all sorts of different ways. And that's why we think we're unique in the fact that we offer all of these different services to support people with that, getting, reboot for the year, because however you want to achieve your health and wellness goals, we have the stuff to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and very well put. You've also got a weight management program that is going to be starting up here this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Managing weight is hard. I think that some people who struggle with weight, depending on the reasons why they do, I mean, it's, let's be honest, Todd, people that struggle with weight, it's not always their fault. In fact, a lot of times it's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding that it's not just about exercise. It's about the choices we make and the food that we put into our bodies and our relationship with food and those sorts of things. It's important to understand that you have to take a look at all of those things. I mean, granted, anything that you would do differently, like if you just started working out and you hadn't been someone that worked out previously, that would have a positive effect. Or if you just modified your diet, but you didn't work out, that also would have a positive effect. But when you tie those things together in an appropriate fashion, that's when you have the best effect. And you have to make realistic choices about those things. I can't tell you how many times folks will walk through the door and they're raring to go, so they hit every machine and they work hard and they feel really good until they wake up the next day. And they're so darn sore because they just overdid it. And then that's a very discouraging experience. We don't want people to have those kinds of discouraging experiences, because you want someone to commit to it and then stick with it, because that's where you have the benefit. It's the folks that, you come in and you hit it hard and you feel like, you got run over by a truck. You don't want to do that again. And it's hard to get going again, because right out of the gate, you're off your routine because you're too sore to work out that next time you're supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. You overdo it the first time out or the first 2 or 3 times out, and you're never going to go back. Right. You've got special programs for really the entire family. You've got the teen thing with the after hours at the Y. You do those, once a month or just periodically?
Yeah, we do them once a month during most month schools in session. And then in the summertime, we do our once a month, a Friday night teen night over at Mac Pool. But, we basically, we finish up here for the day and turn the kids loose in the building, and they're the only ones here. Yeah,
cool. So you've got one of those coming up later this month. You've got youth basketball. That actually starts tonight.
It does. And that's for, we've got an elementary program, we have a middle school program, and then we have what we call fundamentals, which is for the kids that are ages 4 and 5.
And then there's this. I'm reading about this. The family indoor snowball fight at the YMCA. What is that?
Wouldn't you love to get hit in the face with a snowball and it doesn't hurt? It's not all wet and it's not all cold.
And there's no possibility of stones being stuck in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's probably the safest snowball fight you can have, but you can still have fun.
So that is actually coming up this Friday night.
Yeah, we really think that when you're gonna, try to get healthy and be well, and it's really a family thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to make sure we offer all sorts of different programs for the kids, because, we want mom and dad to come here, but we also want them to bring their kids here, and we want them to want to come here.
Yeah.
So we try to do all sorts of different things for the kids and the families to make it a fun experience for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you can pre-register for that by calling the Y at 463-9622, but just stop in. And
that's right.
That's the best way to go about it. So all of these things here in this early portion of the month of January, and we're even looking ahead further into the spring. You've got the Good Friday breakfast. I can see that up on the website as one of the features that will be coming in March, at the end of March. You've got Bowl for Kids coming in April. Always something going on at the Y.
Well, we serve our community as our community wants to be served. So we're always trying to be responsive and doing all sorts of different things throughout the year. And, we think that whenever we serve the community well, they're responsive and participate in the things we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, folks want to know, if I go to the Y, do I have to wear a hard hat? And you're managing to get that done too without having to wear steel-toed boots.
Correct. Yeah, it's they're enclosed in their space, and they're well along their way with the renovations. So we're excited about that. Can't wait to have those newly renovated spaces available for everybody to have access to.
Absolutely. All right. So lots to do at the Y. Remember, the 15th is the deadline for getting on, signing in and becoming a member with no join fee at the YMCA of Indiana County. We didn't even talk about the pool, Eric, Mack Park Pool, as part of the membership.
Yes. I mean, we started including that years ago, and again, it's just one more thing that when you have your membership, we want to try to provide you an experience that includes all the sorts of things that you might want, rather than having people say, well, you charge for this, you charge for this, you charge for this. We want it to be an inclusive thing that allows you to experience all those facilities and amenities at your leisure. And the other thing we didn't mention, Todd, is literally the thousands of exercise classes available in our Y Wellness 24/7, which is the online portal. That if you're a member, it's free. You can take your exercise with you, and if you're on a trip or if it's just inclement weather outside, if you want to do a Pilates class, pull a Pilates class up and just do it. Or because we don't offer group exercises classes all day long. If you're here at the Y at, say, 1 o'clock, and you want to do a Pilates class in the group exercise studio and it's available, you can wheel our big 70-inch television in there, put it on that screen, let the instructor be your instructor, do your Pilates class, use our equipment, and just wheel it back when you're done.
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff from the YMCA of Indiana County. Stop in today. Eric, thanks for the visit. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Todd. You have a great day.
You too. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.